The Texas Rangers say they won't investigate a Cleburne police officer who was recorded by his own body camera shooting and killing a dog. The request for the Texas Rangers investigation that was turned down was made by the Cleburne Police Department. Fox 4's Zahid Arab is in Cleburne tonight with more. Zahid.
Well, Steve, after the public outcry, the mayor says he knew that the city shouldn't handle this case on its own. Asking the Texas Rangers was a shot in the dark, but that didn't work twice. So the city has hired an outside investigator to make this process as fair as possible. In what's become a highly publicized, divisive issue,
this officer made a mistake.
Cleburne Mayor Scott Kane is now turning to an outside investigator after the Texas Rangers passed on taking up the investigation 3 weeks ago.
We want people to know that the review is transparent and trustworthy at the end of the day. It's a very emotional case.
Amanda Henderson, owner of 6-month-old Maximus, calls the city's decision fair and responsible.
That shows me that he really cares, that he wants to do what's right.
In August, the officer that shot her pit bull was responding to a 911 call that people were trapped inside a car because of 3 pit bulls. The officer wrote in his report that when he responded, he came up on 2 dogs in a ditch. According to the officer, he shot Maximus because he was aggressive, claiming the dog growled, showed teeth, and came towards him. But lapel camera video released in October shows the officer making kissing noises towards 2 of Henderson's dogs to come close. The video then shows the officer shooting Maximus. He's been on paid leave ever since.
Are you going to believe paper or are you going to believe video?
Protests and death threats against the officer followed. The viral video also led to at least 5 cyber attacks against the city, affecting Cleburne's website, employee email, and the ability for residents to pay bills online. The incident has tallied tens of thousands of dollars in extra costs so far. The mayor says the price of an investigator is worth every penny.
We're not going to be intimidated by people who want a particular result. We're willing to let the chips fall where they may and take whatever action the investigation tells us to take.
To decide justice.
Time will tell.
The city expects the investigators' report to come out sometime in December. Now, the findings will then be turned over to the Johnson County District Attorney, who will determine if that officer will face any criminal charges. Steve?
So, Zahid, what do we know about this outside investigator and his or her background?
Well, we know very little. We do know that they are retired law enforcement and that they live somewhere in North Texas. But the city of Cleburne isn't saying who they are or where they live because they don't want this investigator to face the same threats that the officer involved in this case has received. The city wants this report to be as fair and unbiased as possible. So they're saying very little information. They're just waiting for this report to come out.
Okay. Zahid Arab in Cleburne tonight. Thank you.